Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. At this time, please turn off all electronic devices or place them in silent mode. Throughout today's ceremony, you will be given various cues to stand and be seated. As a reminder, military members will be given the instruction to rise for the national anthem, and civilian guests should stand and place their right hand over their heart. I am Senior Master Sergeant Robert Fisher. On behalf of the 910th Mission Support Group Commander, Colonel Donald F. Wren, welcome to the Youngstown Air Reserve Station for the 910th Communications Squadron Change of Command Ceremony. Today we witness the reins of command of the 910th Communications Squadron being passed on by Lt Col Kelly J. Quidley to Maj Russell R. Whitlock. Today's presiding official is Colonel Donald F. Wren, Commander, 910th Mission Support Group. Before we proceed, the 910th Communications Squadron would like to recognize the distinguished visitors with us today. Commander, 910th Airlift Wing, Colonel Daniel J. Sarashine. Vice Commander, 910th Airlift Wing, Colonel Joseph D. Janik. Command Chief, 910th Airlift Wing, Chief Master Sergeant Robert J. Potts. We would also like to welcome Major Whitlock's spouse, Carrie Ann Varga. His son, Brian Whitlock, and daughter-in-law, Emma Whitlock. Major Whitlock's mother-in-law, Audrey Varga. Brother-in-law, John Varga. Sister-in-law, Emmy Varga. Nephew, Jake Varga. And niece, Elena Varga. And please welcome all of our commanders, chiefs, first sergeants, and 910th Airlift Wing members, and our guests who have joined us today for this special occasion. The change of command is deeply rooted in military history dating back to the 18th century, during the reign of King Frederick the Great of Prussia. During this time, organizational flags were developed with color arrangements and symbols unique to each unit. The soldiers of each unit would dedicate their loyalty and trust to that flag. The commander would pass the flag to the individual assuming command, a gesture which was accomplished in front of the unit so that all could see and witness their new leader assuming the dutiful position. This symbolic tradition has survived throughout military history. Today, that tradition is carried on as command of the 910th Communications Squadron is transferred from Lt Col Kelly J. Quidley to Maj Russell R. Whitlock, an event which culminates an achievement for the 910th Communications Squadron and the 910th Mission Support Group. The passing of the flag by Colonel Wren to Major Whitlock reflects great confidence in the impending success of his command. Once again, welcome to the 910th Communications Squadron Change of Command Ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the arrival of the official party and remain standing for the singing of the national anthem by Major Scott Allen and the invocation by Chaplain David Black.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave
Join with me. Let's pray. Holy God and Father, you are the creator of all things. And I pray that you would extend your blessing upon this day, and especially upon this significant event. Father, today, as Lt Col Kelly Quidley relinquishes command of the 910th Communications Squadron, we ask for your blessing upon her as she goes forward into new opportunities. Walk with her and bless her at every turn. And we thank you for her outstanding service. Also today, Father, we are especially mindful of Maj Russell Whitlock as he assumes command of this great squadron. I pray that you would endow him with all that he needs for every situation to come. May he be full of your wisdom, focused on your principles, and abounding with your grace in every detail of his leadership. Provide for him all the tools he needs to do the job with excellence. Help him when tough decisions come about. And remind him to share with those who so faithfully follow him the many victories that are sure to come with his guidance. He has been around a while. He has already served us well. We ask that you would empower him to continue always forward. In your holy and precious name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Major Allen and Chaplain Back. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce the commander of the 910th Mission Support Group, Col Don Wren.
Good afternoon, Colonel Searching, Colonel Janik, Chief. Thanks for coming out. A couple squadron commanders back there, maintenance guys, thanks for coming out. Family, thanks for coming out. This is a big deal for us. Changes of command are bittersweet. For Lt Col Quidley, this is a moment that she looks forward to, but she also really doesn't want to get here, but it's here. And for us, it's a challenge on the horizon. So when I got here about 2 years ago, I was checking you guys out. I was checking the Comp Squadron out, trying to figure you out. And I was trying to figure her out. What kind of leader is she? And what I found is, I don't need to look at her to see how successful of a leader she is. I need to look at you. And I've been watching you guys. And you guys rock. When we look at what you guys do every day, you're in the battle space every minute of every day. And without you guys, we can't do our mission. So we understand that. We talk about it just about every day in our leadership meetings. So I can tell you that these three guys right here know, without a shadow of a doubt, what you guys, what the Comp Squadron does. Civilians, as well as the military, the AGRs, the traditional reservists. You guys are amazing. And she's an amazing leader, believe it or not, even though she's a Penn State grad. We'll kind of let that one slip by. But I watched her over the last couple of years. If you had the privilege of reading her OPRs, you would understand truly what a magnificent leader she is. So Kelly, for the last 2 years while I've been here, thank you very much. Arguably, the Comp Squadron is one of the best, if not the best squadrons on this installation. You guys are in the mission every day. You never say no, and that's what I appreciate. So from me and the Mission Support Group, since we weren't invited to your little throwdown last night, Kelly, from the Mission Support Group, we have a clock that says, no, I can't read what it says, but why don't you read what it says? Okay, she can't read what it says either. What it says is, Lt Col Quidley from the men and women of the Mission Support Group, thanks for your time with us, and as you look at the clock to see what time it is, we hope you remember your time with us. Thank you. So, what do I say about Russ? You remember what I said, these moments are bittersweet, and some people loathe when you get there. Well, this is one of those moments that I loathe. Getting here of all these nice things I have to say about you. But really, you can't look at these two without seeing each of them, because they are truly a dynamic team, and that's what makes you guys so successful. There is no, I can't imagine how they are so linked and tied together not only, it's a little scary how they think and process things, but they are so in tune that it doesn't create any friction within the management and leadership of your squadron. So Russ, that's a really, you're here every day carrying the load. Kelly's, shopping for Ohio State merchandise. But you guys have been are so well in tune. I kind of hate to see the team get broken up. I actually, you guys are just amazing together. But Russ, I know you're going to do great work, not only for the comm squadron, but for the 910th Airlift Wing. And there's a lot of challenges on the horizon for you guys. New things coming. Like I said, you're in the battle space 24/7, and now that falls to you, Russ. So I know you'll take good care of the squadron. So with that, let's get on with it.
Thank you, Colonel Wren. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the presentation of the Meritorious Service Medal to Lieutenant Colonel Quidley. Attention to orders. Citation to accompany the award of the Meritorious Service Medal, 3rd Oak Leaf Cluster, to Lieutenant Colonel Kelly J. Quidley. Lieutenant Colonel Kelly J. Quidley distinguished herself in the performance of outstanding service to the United States while assigned to the 910th Communications Squadron, Youngstown Air Reserve Station, Ohio. During this period, Lieutenant Colonel Quidley's phenomenal leadership was instrumental in the 910th Communications Squadron being rated excellent on non-classified and outstanding on secret Internet Protocol network readiness, one of only 2 outstanding scores in the entire Air Force, by the Defense Information Systems Agency during the 2016 Command Cyber Readiness Inspection. She directly supported over 4,000 joint personnel with the seamless integration of Air Force assets and personnel to the Defense Logistics Agency during the United States Army Reserve Quartermaster Liquid Logistics Exercise. Lieutenant Colonel Quidley dramatically increased first responder capabilities through the successful execution of a $900,000 land mobile radio infrastructure upgrade, leading the Air Force Reserve Command in this enterprise-wide initiative. She led network operations experts to reduce average vulnerabilities per computer from 7.56 to an unprecedented 0.75, earning the prestigious title of Best in Command for vulnerability management out of 11 installations. Finally, Lieutenant Colonel Quidley ensured the Air Force Base Area Network Standard compliance of the 910th Airlift Wing at a cost savings of $2 million to the Reserve Command. The singularly distinctive accomplishments of Colonel Quidley reflect great credit upon herself and the United States Air Force.
One, two, three. One more. 1, 2, 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Now, the commander of the 910th Communications Squadron, Lieutenant Colonel Kelly J. Quidley.
Good afternoon, Colonel Sarasheen, Colonel Janik, Chief Potts, fellow squadron commanders, chiefs, first sergeants, and most importantly, the men and women of the 910th Communications Squadron. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy UTA to celebrate this day. Colonel Sarasheen, thank you for being the fearless leader of the 910th Airlift Wing. I know I can count on you every month for inspiring words and creative leadership. Thank you for always being out there supporting our airmen, and thank you for trusting me to lead one of your squadrons. Colonel Wren, thank you, sir, for officiating this ceremony and for being such a great boss. Thank you for your mentorship over the years. You've allowed me the space to actually command my squadron, and I really respect that, so thank you. I'd like to thank all those that helped put this ceremony together. I know that these things don't just happen, and I want you to know that I appreciate your effort. We pack a lot into these UTAs, and taking the time to help put this together means a lot to me, so thank you. Even though my family is not here today, I would like to publicly thank them as well. I've been here at Youngstown for 3 years now, and I'm getting ready to move into my third house in a third different state, and none of those, by the way, are Ohio. It's a major muscle movement to get me here every month, and my husband is a saint. It's also his birthday today that I'm missing. He is my constant supporter, and he always pushes me to go outside of my comfort zone. He makes me a better person and a better officer. We have this joke about being the supported commander versus the supporting commander, and there's definitely a time in the month where we switch, sometimes multiple times, but sometimes that we both need to be the supported commander, and that's when we get to call the cavalry in. Grandparents, neighbors, teachers, babysitters, friends, everyone all comes together to take care of my kids and my family so that I can be here and do what I need to do. And sometimes I just have to think, wow, how lucky am I that all these people come together to help me. So to echo General LaFave's words yesterday, I just want all of you to go home and thank your families, because we all know that we can't do this alone. We miss birthdays, holidays, anniversaries, so thank your families for understanding and supporting you. Next, I would like to thank what I call my circle of trust. It's the folks in the unit who I work closely with throughout the month. Russ, I couldn't do this without you. The constant communication between us has allowed me to continuously keep up with the unit and make it easy for me to be involved all month long. And there's never any surprises when I come in UTA weekend, so thank you. Fish. Thank you for being such a great superintendent and always offering me guidance and keeping the pulse of our enlisted members. I appreciate that, so thank you. My shirt, full-time shirt, isn't here today, but if she were, I would thank her for being my shirt, because I know that that's not always an easy job. Thank you, shirt, for helping me keep our standards high and nudging our airmen back on the right path when needed. To the full-timers that helped transition to the UTAs, you guys are the rock of the squadron. Laura, man, thank you for doing everything that you do that I know is nowhere near your job. You've become this catch-all for some very important things, and I really appreciate all that you've done for me and that you will continue to do for the squadron. Broman, where's Broman? There he is. Okay, everybody needs a Broman. Broman, you're the tracker of things and UDM extraordinaire. So thank you for being you, Broman. Being a TR commander it's just such a very delicate balance, and I just couldn't get it done without all of you. So please know that I wish I could stand here and thank each and every one of you individually. You are all unique, and you have all inspired me each in your own way. Over the last couple weeks, I've been reflecting on my 3 years as a member of the 910th Communications Squadron and the making of the original Cyber Beasts. We've done a lot of great things over the years, and I want to take a minute to think about what we've done and to say thank you for always giving me your best and understanding what it means to be an airman. We are in the middle of a complete mission overhaul. We've stood down JISC, and we're moving from a communications squadron to a cyber squadron. The evolution of our career field is right before our eyes, and you all are in the thick of it. It's an exciting time to be in the squadron, and to be honest, I'm a bit jealous that I don't get to stay here and do it with you. You have all taken it in stride and are excited too. You could have moped, been resistant to change, but no, you're eager to hear about our new mission and motivated to learn new skill sets. And that's what I love about you guys. Your eyes forward and leaning into the future. We have members of our communications squadron lined up at the door to support our deployed mission. We have one gone now, and the rest are off next month, doing great things around the world in the name of the 910th Communications Squadron. They are ready for the deployed mission because that's what we've trained them to be, ready. I could go on and on about how great the 910th Communications Squadron is, the grant award, crushing the CCRI, the effort that you guys put into the UEI, constantly being best in command for a whole host of things, supporting the spray mission in spite of the JISC stand down, successfully executing Squadron Overseas AT, the professionalism that you guys showed through the difficulty of the Win 10 deployment, Hurricane Harvey support, winning the Commander's Cup as the smallest squadron on base. You guys always show up, and you're all heart, and I am proud of you. I am proud to say that I am the commander of the 910th Communications Squadron, so thank you. As sad as I am to be leaving, I am excited to be able to hand off the best squadron on base to a servant leader, Major Whitlock. I have no doubt that you will be in good hands. You guys are getting a great officer as your next commander, but I don't have to say that because you guys already know. Major Whitlock, you are getting a magnificent squadron filled with eager little cyber beasts. I have 3 rules for successful command of a cyber squadron. First, keep them out of sunlight. Don't give them any water. But the most important rule, never ever feed them after midnight. All joking aside, I've said this before, and I truly believe it. It's a great time to be in our career field. The squadron is changing, and you get to be the person to deliver the new cyber squadron. And what an honor that will be. The members of the squadron really are eager. We've built excitement over the years, and they are ready for the change. So yes, there will be challenges and tough decisions to be made, but the Air Force trusts you, the 910th Airlift Wing trusts you, but most importantly, as I get ready to hand command over to you, I trust in you to make the right decisions for the 910th Communications Squadron. To command is to serve, nothing more and certainly nothing less, and I know Major Whitlock will be great at it. I will always cherish the good times had and friendships I've made here at Youngstown, so thank you for all the great memories.
Thank you, Colonel Quidley. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the change of command.
Post the order.
Attention to order. General Order G-005. Lieutenant Colonel Kelly J. Quidley relinquishes command of the 910th Communications Squadron to Major Russell R. Whitlock, Youngstown Air Reserve Station, Ohio, effective 3 June 2018.
Sir, I relinquish command.
Sir, I assume command.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. I present to you the new commander of the 910th Communications Squadron, Major Russell R. Whitlock.
Thanks, Fish. Colonel Sarasheen, Colonel Janik, Chief Potts, other commanders, chiefs, first sergeants, everybody out there. Thank you all for coming today, attending the ceremony. Colonel Sarasheen, I'd like to say thank you for trusting me to take the reins of the squadron at this time. Colonel Wren, thank you, sir, for expressing faith in me, allowing me to continue to serve this team now as its commander. Thank you also for your wise counsel. To you both, I want to say I will do all I am capable of to enable the continued success of this squadron, as Colonel Quidley has done so exceptionally well these past 3 years. Colonel Quidley, thank you for being part of this organization and for elevating it and us all to new heights. It has been my privilege to serve as your Director of Operations. I'm honored to call you mentor, colleague, and friend. I look forward to hearing about the continued adventures of Clan Quidley, and I wish you great success at the Pentagon and beyond. Although they are not able to be with us here today, I must thank a trio of the most amazing mentors an officer could ask for. Colonel Ray Otto and retired Colonels Anna Schulte and Jane Kitchen. Some of you in here do know them. I want to thank them for taking the time to mold this lump of clay into an officer that's capable of command. Now, to my wife, Carrie Ann. Thank you. I'll get it in a second. Need you to laugh in there. For 20 years of love and support, including the last almost 15 exciting years of marriage. Thank you for letting me steal your youth. And thank you for sharing this day with me, because I wouldn't be here without you, nor would I want to be here with any other. I promise that I will never confuse my rank with your authority.
Duly noted.
To my son, Airman Brian Whitlock, and his wife, Staff Sergeant Emma Whitlock. You don't have that confusion to worry about. Enough said there. But I'm proud of you both, and thank you for being here. To my mother-in-law, Audrey, my brother-in-law, John, sister-in-law, Emmy, nephew, Jake, and niece, Elena. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate you. And thank you for being there for Carrie Ann when I'm away. To my family watching on video. No, it's not live, we're recording, so no worries there. But my thanks to my mother, Sudie. Mom, look what I can do. My son, Corporal Brandon Whitlock, out at Marine Corps Air Station Futenma in Okinawa. To my son, Senior Airman Andrew Whitlock, and his family at Charleston Air Force Base, South Carolina. I miss you, love you, proud of you. To my brother, retired Master Sergeant Richard Whitlock and his family in Utah. My brother Robert and his family in Minnesota. My brother Randy and his family in California. Love you all, miss you. To all other airmen, family, and friends of the 910th, I thank you for bearing witness to these proceedings today. To everyone who took part in setting this ceremony up, the planning and execution, you have my sincere thanks for a job well done. And finally, to the Big A Airmen, military and civilian, of the finest squadron on this Air Reserve Station, the cyber beasts of the 910th Communications Squadron. Thank you for all you've done to this point. Thank you for allowing me to lead you from this point forward. You've accomplished much over the past few years through the only constant we know in the cyber field, and that's change. But the past is prologue, as there's even more significant change on the horizon for the organization, for you, and for me. Exciting, somewhat scary, but certainly challenging change ahead. Over the course of the next few years, we must ensure the continuity of information technology service currently provided as we forge ahead to assure the mission of the 910th Airlift Wing through the active defense of its key cyber terrain. In the coming days, I will ask much of each and every one of you in accomplishing our task as cyber warriors. But I will never expect more of you than I do of myself. I promise this to you. I will uphold our core values of integrity first, service before self, and excellence in all that we do. I will do all of which I am capable to enable you to accomplish our task. And when facing our most formidable challenges, that I will do as you do. I promise you that I will always dig deep.
How deep?
How deep? Thank you.
Thank you, Major Whitlock. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the singing of the Air Force song and the departure of the official party. We go into the wild blue yonder, climbing high into the sun. Here they come, zooming to meet our thunder. Attaboy, give them the guns, give them the guns! Down we dive, spouting our flames from under. Off with one hell of a roar. We live in fame, or down in flames. Hey, nothing can stop the U.S. Air Force. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Colonel Wren and the 910th Mission Support Group, thank you for attending today's ceremony. We invite all present to join us for refreshments and to welcome Major Whitlock and his family. This concludes today's ceremony.
Very good.